Athletes, welcome back. We've got another workout coming your way. This is gonna be very lower body intensive. So your calves are gonna get lit up and so are your quads, because we got squats and a bunch of hopping coming your way. We got Ava, we got Sarah. We're ready to work out. We hope you are. Your warm-up is coming up next. Our warm-up is starting now. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. We are gonna be starting with heel toe rocks. We're gonna go for 3 minutes today. We're gonna go through a couple different movements, but we'll guide you along the way. We're going right into those heel toe rocks. You've got 10 total. So with these, we are going up onto our toes and back onto our heels. We're just trying to get your ankles warmed up because we do have line hops going on. We got step jacks, we got squatting. So we're gonna get everything, quads, calves, ankles warmed up so you guys are gonna be able to move well. After we get done with that, we're gonna go into 5 squats. So this squat is gonna be a variation of what you're doing in the workout. If you're squatting to a chair or an object, you can squat to that. If you're doing your squat to overhead reach, we're just doing a squat, no overhead. The next one that we have for Sarah and Ava are gonna be bunny hops. So it's like we're doing single unders. For Ava, if you're doing her variation, we can go into calf raises there without coming off the floor. You can choose. If you feel all right with jumping, then you can add those in. Sarah's gonna go forwards and back and side to side on her line hops. We're gonna go a total of 4 jumps on each direction. We've got Ava going into her step jacks side to side, and then we're challenging her with forwards and back step jacks as long as the box isn't in our way. So when we go through that, I just want you guys to get into the habit of shifting your weight when we're going through. If you're following along with Sarah, she's into 5 cat cows. Our cat cows are gonna be arching our back up towards the ceiling, dropping our chin like a Halloween cat, and then we're gonna drop that back and look up towards the ceiling into our cow position. I've never seen a cow get into that position before, but that's what they're called. So I can't rename it, or I could, but it would be a reverse camel, I guess. I don't know. It's whatever the opposite of the hump would be. So after that cat cow, we're gonna go right back into our heel toe rocks again. And as always, as we go across this 3-minute period, I want you guys to start to increase the intensity a little bit. So I wanna get that heart rate elevated as we go into this workout. We're going back into our squats. We've got Ava on our heel toe raise, 10 reps on the heel toe raise, 5 of the squats. We got our bunny hops for Sarah coming up, which are gonna be just the single under jobs. You can do the bunny arms if you want to. This is the one time I'll allow the bunny arms. After that, we're going into our sideline hops. So she's gonna go 4 each direction, and then we're gonna go 4 back and forth, and then she's gonna go into those cat cows again. Ava, for her bunny hops, if we don't wanna get ballistic, is gonna go into the calf raises, which are kinda similar to the heel toe rock, where we're just working on getting those calves a little bit extra blood flow. And then we got our step jack side to side, and then forward and back, missing the box that is behind her, and then side to side, and then back again. There we go. Luckily, you guys have no forward and back step jacks, but I'm adding it in just as a little bit of a mental test to see if we're like completely present today, making sure we got our mind on the workout, leave everything else on the side of the gym floor. You can pick it up afterwards, but I want you guys to have fun while we're working out. We've got 5 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1. That is it. We got our workout coming up next. So make sure you throw the cell phone on silent, take care of the dog, cat, kids, whatever you've got. Make sure that they are taken care of. We're going through 2 sets. This workout's gonna go pretty quick. We got it coming your way, so get ready. Athletes, the workout is starting in 10 seconds, so go ahead and make your way to where you're doing your object toe taps or your line hops. We are starting in 3, 2, 1, go! So with this workout, this is gonna be fast. We got 2 sets with a 2-minute rest between each of our sets. We've got Sarah doing line hops side to side. I'm not gonna give too many numbers, but she's doing 50 reps. She's counting every time that she jumps as a rep. We've got Ava doing toe taps. Every time her feet touch that box, it's another rep. Both of these movements are gonna require that you be a little ballistic. If you guys need to modify this at any point, you can stand in place and we can step over that line, or we can step that toe to the box. Next, we're moving on to 25 squat to overhead reach, or 25 squat to chair or an object. As always, make sure that chair or that object can support your body weight in case you lose your balance, and make sure it's against something or itself is not easily moved. So I don't want that chair sliding out from you. With our squat to overhead reach, this is a regular air squat, getting below parallel and then reaching as high as you possibly can at the top, making sure we're getting full extension. After our 25 reps here, we're gonna go into step jacks for Ava, which is gonna be 25 each side, making sure our body weight is shifting between those feet. You're not doing the Kevin and just sticking your leg out to the side. If you don't know who Kevin is, you haven't done enough classes with us, because everybody knows Kevin. After you're done with that, after the step jacks, we've got Sarah going into line hops, and she's going forwards and backwards now. So she's got an X on the floor, and these are much more difficult than doing the side to side, because you will easily get off of your mark. And so Sarah has full focus. I'm sure she appreciates how much I'm talking to her right now, because she's got all of her mental capacity focused on not jumping on this line. If you guys jump on the line, it is a no rep, so don't count that one. But we're going forwards and back with this. And think about keeping those jumps light and keeping yourself springy. After we are done with this, we're going back down the pyramid. We're gonna go into our squats, and then we're gonna go into our line hops or that object toe tap, and then we get to rest. So this is a quick one. Your intensity today is fast. I need you guys to push the pace on this one. The second round is gonna be even faster. So whatever score we establish in round number 1 or set number 1, we are gonna beat that, no problem, in set number 2. With these line hops, forwards and back, we're counting every jump as a rep. So we're done with those for Sarah, and we're back into our squats now. I told you guys that this was gonna be lower body intensive. It's basically all calves with like a side of quads in there. So I need you guys to stay focused. I know that you're feeling the burn right now, but you're doing a great job of keeping this pace. And again, we're breathing. We're thinking about, I've said this before, it's not the last time I'll say it, but we always breathe out on the hard part of the movement. With squats, it's obvious. Anybody can sit down, but we can't always get up. So we want to think about breathing out on the way up. And then Sarah's got a nice little arm cross there, adding some flair to her overhead reach, which I love. If you guys have your own flair you want to throw into that, you are welcome to. After we get done with these squats, we're going to be moving into our object toe taps for Ava and then our line hops for Sarah. Athletes are doing a great job of keeping that intensity above that moderate zone, because they know that I'm going to get on them and push them as hard as I can when we get into that second set, because we are going to be flying on set number 2. Back into the line hops, and Sarah knows these side to sides are easy. These are the ones that we like doing. The forwards and back, I'm telling you, you start to lose your place on those. We got Ava on her toe taps, doing a great job of not kicking the box to where she's gonna lose a toenail, but we're just making contact. It's a very gentle tap. Imagine that that box is made of glass and we don't wanna crack it. And Sarah is done, and Ava is finishing up, and she's got the running man arms going on there. I love the flair that we have there. Great job, Ava, and both athletes are done. So now what we're gonna do is that we finished right before the 4-minute mark so that we can get a little bit of competition going, because I always like to do friendly competition. We're gonna start both athletes at the 6-minute mark. So we're gonna work on getting the intensity that we got in that first set and then raising it up a notch, because this is the last set that we have. This is a quick one for you today. And we offer these workouts so that if you have one of those days where everything has gone wrong, everything's been rescheduled, the free time that you thought you had to do that 12-minute, 18-minute AMRAP, whatever it was, is gone, but you still want to get some time for yourself. So these are the quick workouts. And it's sometimes you'll think about, man, I'm not going to get a lot of work in 10 minutes. Well, we're getting a lot of work in 10 minutes. We're getting those calves ready for capri, short weather, whatever you got on. So we're getting ready to fly through this second set. We got 1:10 on the clock for our rest. We are gonna go at the 6-minute mark. If you guys are keeping along with our athletes, I want you guys to pick one of these ladies and see if you can stay pace with them, because they showed you nothing on the first set. They were holding back. I had to talk them down before we started this workout because they were ready to go. So we were in gear number 1. You guys are gonna be moving here. When we move though, I want the intensity, but I also want the technique. So you gotta give me everything you have, but you also gotta make it look good, because you know, if I'm there in the room with you, I'm gonna call your no reps in a way to make you better, not to make you feel bad. But I just want you to give me all the fitness that you can, and we always gotta hit those points of performance. We got less than 30 seconds. We're getting our mind right, taking a couple of deep breaths. We're doing our ankle circles. We're getting those calves ready to fire up, because the fitness is about to get on with it. We got 15 seconds coming your way, and 10. Give me a couple more recovery breaths. Get yourself ready. We got 5 and 3, 2, 1, go. And this is it. The intensity that you guys start this out with is something you gotta maintain. So I don't want you to start off so fast that you gotta drop off afterwards. Keep yourself focused here, keep your movements efficient, do whatever you need to make sure that we are not accumulating any no reps. No reps happen, don't let it throw you off your game. If you get a no rep, don't count that one. Add another one on so that you can keep moving and finish all the reps so that you can come out on top with a fitness victory today. We got Sarah with her cross arm squat overhead reach, which I love. These are looking great. We got Ava back on their squat game with the squat to object, and both ladies are flying today. I hope you guys can keep pace with them, and if you can't, that is completely okay. We're here to support you wherever you are at in your fitness journey. We just want you to give us everything that you can right now. This is the hard set. The stimulus is we are pushing. You've got that gear shift cranked up to number 4, not 5 yet, because when we get on the other side of this fitness pyramid, after we get through our step jacks or our line hops forward and back, that's where you're really gonna turn it on. So I need you guys moving here. Sarah's getting her mind right for these forwards, backwards. I could not do these, so it's very impressive that she makes them look this easy. We got Ava shifting her body weight as she takes those steps. I want you to make sure that you are shifting that body weight between our feet. Don't just do that step out. That's gonna be our CrossFit Zumba class, dance class, whatever is gonna come in the fall. We gotta talk to Kevin, it's a whole thing. His agent wants specific requirements. We gotta get sequins, we gotta do a whole thing. So we've got back into our step jacks and our line hops. Those calves are lit up right now. I know they are. Mitigate how you can, take a quick rest if you need to, move those feet around, move those ankles around to get yourself loosened up so we can get right back into it. Step jacks, I'm telling you, if you haven't done step jacks in a workout before, they get really, really tough, especially with the intensity that we're keeping on this set. Ava is done with her step jacks and she is moving into those squats. We got Sarah finishing up the last of her, oh, she's done with her line hops. We're neck and neck here. I'm very excited because you know that I'm gonna make them push and see who can come out on top here. But as long as you finish the workout, everybody's come out on top. It's not a participation trophy because you were in competition with yourself. You are gonna be fitter after this workout than when you walked into the competition floor today, and that's all that matters. I want you guys to push, push, push. We are moving through these squats at a very good clip. Ava's got her toe taps left, and then Sarah will be finishing her final line hops, and it is going to come down to the wire here. You guys are moving very, very quickly. This is much faster than the first set, and this is what I wanted to see. We gotta go. Sarah's gonna move fast here. She's spending as little time as possible. I can barely see her on the floor. She's moving so fast. We're almost to the end of this workout. Ava's still got her perfect form with the arms going on those toe taps. And then we are staying centered over those line hops. We got like the ski jump in there where we were going back and forth. Ava is done. Great job, Ava. Great job, Sarah. Fantastic job, athletes. If you guys are still going at home, keep going. Don't stop just because we finished here. We flew through this workout. You flew through this workout. We are so thankful to have you once again for another great workout. Remember, your cool down is coming up next, so stick around. Athletes, great job once again for the fitness that you guys brought today. We had a great time working out with you, and we are so thankful that you showed up once again to get your fitness in for the day. Now, if this is your first time doing this with us, I got a secret for you. We got a 7-day free trial that will allow you to continue doing workouts just like this and many that are unlike this. Whether your goals are bodybuilding, functional fitness, CrossFit, working out on the road, working out wherever you possibly could, you could even pull over on a road trip and do some of these workouts on the side of the road at a rest stop. We've got the training platform for you. The Mayhem athlete community is a group of like-minded athletes that will encourage you towards your goals, whether it's just being a fitter version of yourself each day or taking the competition floor in a CrossFit competition. So please join us today. If you're not part of the Mayhem athlete community, we would love to have you. Now, your cool down is one of the most important parts of the day. With brushing your teeth, getting enough water, and getting 8 hours of sleep, you got to do your cool down, which is listed right here. So please choose a cool down, make sure that you get that in because your body just took care of you, so take care of your body. And as always, be good, be kind, and join us again for another great day of fitness.